We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going.
Let's get it.
From the Steel City. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard. Here's 1st and 10. The lefty right to the air to start. He's going to air one out right away. That is brought in.
Oh, God,
and he
bro.
will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Miami. You talk about a way to get this one started, Greg. Come on the road, go downfield deep, and put 6 on the board.
You can tell, Mike, this offensive coordinator, he wanted to come out aggressive in this one. Finds himself on the road. What does he do on the first snap? Deep shot, touchdown, strike first. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to begin, it's Wilson. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. Not much there, a yard or two down to the 48. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Russ. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. To the
Get in there, Wilson.
And in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Eskridge now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they
gotta watch out for that.
Track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. This throw right side is caught by him.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Catch made there by Waddle. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Tua, going to give it to Achane. Oh, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's complete. It's Waddle. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. On the handoff, this is Achane. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Tua. To the end zone.
Thank you.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Russ. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
It looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. He's looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. Now it's third down.
Yeah.
So, of course, you can connect on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Third and long. Here's Tua. That is caught.
I knew that. I seen that giant coming, bro.
His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer.
Seen that
right now,
coming.
they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to open up the lead to 8. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
That's crazy, chat.
First and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine There's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here's H.A. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's third down.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
I need a pick.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa.
Come on, buddy.
And he will score again. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
All right, chat. Let's see what
The
I can.
return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's
I
a
am over
touchback.
nothing. 30 seconds.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Wilson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw again is Wilson. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Wilson will throw again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts.
It's not good.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get this up past the 20.
Wow.
And that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Wilson to throw. That's to the big tight end. Trier move.
We just need one turnover.
Up to the 45-yard line.
But we just need one turnover.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to beat him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On second down, Russ. This one complete to Washington. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Again, Wilson. He's to the 15. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Here's Warren. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. Now Russ. He's got it at the 3. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. This one caught at the 4.
Let's get it.
And he'll take it on in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown Steelers.
Get it.
Wilson has everyone set as they will go for 2. Now they'll set up to throw.
Oh, wow.
Got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete.
Damn. I'm down 9.
For 2.
Turnover, man. Tough.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, Malik Washington. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Nice.
Second and 7. On the carry, here's Achane. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. A shotgun snap to Tua. That's complete. It's Waddle. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. Getting the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches.
We're going to run a clock,
This
chat.
play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Clock.
On 1st and 10, it's Achane. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Clock like a little. Wait.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They face second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll drop to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted.
That's what we needed, but we still lost. Crazy, man. Crazy.
You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Wilson. That is
Come on, man.
complete. And the 2-point conversion
That's
is
crazy.
unsuccessful.
He was
Boswell
right
now
there.
following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Eskridge now to return it. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. operating from their own 23. They'll begin 1st and 10.
What's he doing?
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Man, he gonna try to run that clock. He gonna try to run that clock, chat. He gonna try to run that clock.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Achane. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tua. He gets that complete to Berrios. A gain
That's
of
game,
11
chat.
on that one. Good for a
That's
Dolphins
game.
1st down.
And after that first down throw,
GG's.
Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off
That's
the field
crazy,
and getting the ball
chat.
back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes.
The man really just did that. That's crazy. Like crazy.
Tua to take a knee. And that should be the final act in this one.
Wow. That's it.